Hey brother, have you heard about self-driving cars?
Yes, and these cars use the techniques of artificial intelligence.
Alright, can you please explain me what is meant by artificial intelligence?
Okay, I will briefly explain you about artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, AI, is a technique which makes it possible for machines to learn from experience, adjust to new inputs, and perform human-like tasks. The basic idea is to mimic a human brain inside a machine. The word of artificial intelligence was first time used by John McCarthy in 1956. However, at that time we lacked sufficient data to make accurate predictions. But AI has become more popular today, thanks to increased data volumes, advanced algorithms, and improvements in computing power and storage. So, now we have artificial intelligence applications in almost every field like healthcare, transportation, social media, surveillance, and marketing, etc. Let me tell you some examples of it. Google Predictor search engine makes accurate predictions when we begin typing on it. But how? The answer is that AI algorithms help provide these recommendations based on the data which Google collects about us. For example, our location, previous browsing history, and other personal information like age, etc. Based on this data, Google attempts to find what the user might be searching. AlphaGo, developed by DeepMind Technologies, is the first computer program to defeat a professional human Go player, a landmark achievement that experts believe was a decade ahead of its time. IBM has developed the robot, which draws on domain knowledge from Watson and Wayblazor to help hotel guests figure out what to visit, where to dine, and how to find anything at the property. iPhone users can also experience the power of AI while using Siri, which listens to voice commands and performs tasks accordingly. Apart from Siri and Alexa, Google Duplex is introducing a new Google Assistant feature. Billed as a completely automated system, Google Duplex can essentially make calls for you, but with a natural-sounding human voice instead of a robotic one. It is able to understand complex sentences, fast speech, and long remarks to help us book appointments and reservations. In healthcare, AI has many applications like IBM Watson AI supercomputer, which has saved a woman's life by successfully diagnosing a rare form of leukemia, a task which has baffled doctors at University of Tokyo for months. In addition to diagnosing rare illness, Watson could supply perfect dosages of medicines for each patient's personal genetic makeup. Similarly, Google AI Doctor is working with Indian eye care chain to help protect millions of people with diabetes from an eye disease that can lead to blindness. Moreover, social media like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram are also heavily influenced by artificial intelligence. AI is used to make a drastic impact in the way Facebook serves both users and advertisers. AI is also helping in monitoring media content continuously. This is to mitigate the number of risks surfacing on social media platforms. For example, Twitter AI is using AI algorithms and natural language processing to identify racist content and hate speech. In Netflix, AI provides personalized movie recommendations based on the previous browsing history of each user. It tries to understand what each user is interested in to keep it engaged. With AI technology, marketers can spot trends and predict them for the future. They can then make decisions based on these facts, how to allocate their budgets and who they should target. Brands can reduce spending on digital advertising waste and spend their time on high-value work. It means that every piece of marketing software, analytics, automation, content strategy to social can be made more intelligent using artificial intelligence. And about the self-driving cars you were talking about, is a vehicle that uses a combination of sensors, cameras, radars, and artificial intelligence to travel between destinations without human operator. AI technologies power self-driving car systems. Developers of self-driving cars are using vast amount of data from image recognition systems, alongside AI and neural networks, to assemble frameworks that can drive self-sufficiently. The neural networks distinguish patterns in the data, which is fed to the AI calculations. That data includes images from cameras for self-driving vehicles. The neural networks figure out how to recognize traffic signals, trees, obstacles, people on foot, road signs, and different pieces of any random driving environment. So, by now you must have realized that we are using AI in our daily life on regular basis without even noticing it. Right? So, next time, I'll tell you about the types of AI and the difference between AI and other emerging technologies like machine learning and deep learning. And let's meet again soon if you want to know about the threats which AI offers to us, if it becomes self-aware. As Stephen Hawking said, AI could be the worst event in the history of our civilization. But why? Let it be a question until we meet again.